Trauma Center. Trauma Center is a supposed action movie, suspense thriller, directed by a man named Matt Eskandari, written by, supposedly, at least the first draft was written by this man, Paul De Silva. Has to be a first draft. There's no way this is a fucking final draft script. Stars Nicky Whelan and Bruce Willis, and with a tiny small appearance, blink and you'll miss it, by Steve Guttenberg. And before I get into the gist of this movie, let's do the gist first. This woman, Madison, played by Nicky Whelan, gets shot, and so does this cop dude, and she's taken to the hospital and shit. And she's put in this trauma center that's isolated and apparently safe. Like, does she need to be in a trauma center? You just put her in anywhere in a hospital. Put a guard there and it's safe. In fact, if there's more people around, the safer it is. Anyway, the guy who got shot is Bruce Willis's partner. Bruce Willis plays fucking Steve Wake or something. Stupid cop. And this movie starts in a way that fucking pisses me off. Here's how it happens. You're right, you know how you sometimes watch a movie or TV show and it starts near the end and then it rewinds all the way back to the start and the rest of the movie is getting up to that point. If you do that, you need to have a very good reason why you do it. Because I fucking hate that trope. You want to see that done well? The Gentleman. You want to see it done absolutely abysmally and pointlessly? Trauma Center. Because this is supposed to be a suspense movie where a woman is in this trauma center trying to survive as two bad guys fucking try to chase and murder her and shit. Alright. But you start the movie with her crawling along all bloodied and battered and shit and then getting knocked out. So throughout the whole movie I'm like, I know she gets caught. So where's the suspense? I know they're going to catch her at some point. No suspense there. It is extraordinarily annoyingly dumb. Now, Madison's looking after, I can't remember if it was her sister or her niece, doesn't matter. But she's looking after that person. She's about 16 or whatever, and she's got asthma problems. So she forgot her inhaler at home and has to go to the fucking hospital. So she's in the hospital as well, so you know that's going to be like a hostage situation later. But it was really dumb because it's her third trip to the hospital for forgetting her inhaler. And, why didn't you bring your asthma inhaler with you? Because you know you need it, you might fucking die. Oh, the other people my age make fun of me for it. Yeah, but you might die. Those people suck, don't hang out with them. Well, yeah, why wouldn't you learn your lesson the first time you get sent to the hospital like this? Shouldn't have been the third time at the hospital, should have been the first. Because otherwise, the more times she forgets her inhaler, the more risk she has of getting fucking killed. This cop that gets killed at the start, where Madison gets shot, by the way, he leaves his phone in the car. Why would you do that? Because Bruce Willis is calling him going, it's a trap, it's a trap. Well, if he had his phone on him, he'd probably pick it up. Hey, dude, it's a trap, get out of there. No, this movie gets even stupider. Because there's a point of the movie where, Madison gets shot. I'm going to spoil the fuck out of Trauma Center, by the way. Do you care? I hope you don't care. I'm spoiling the shit out of it. And, alright, they shoot her and then they're freaking out. Oh, we've got to go get that bullet for ballistics and stuff. They'll trace it back to me. Just like, why? Why? What? Just chucked the gun and put it in the river or something. Turns out they're cops. And before they did any of this, they killed some other guy and took an SD card from him. Which, the only thing on this SD card is them killing the guy that this whole movie revolves around. And you're just like, well, if they stole that SD card that has incriminating evidence of them on it, why don't they just like, break it, done? Nope. And the stupid cop, if you're going to kill people illegally, of course, because they're bad guys, why would you use your police service gun? Why does that even need to be a thing about the police service gun? You should have just had your corrupt cop gun. You know, if you're a corrupt cop, aren't you going to have a different gun? Ugh. But they got to go and get the bullet out of her. Why? You already have the reason to go get her. She witnessed you. So, you go in there and shoot her. Anyway, she's in this trauma center that fucking Bruce Willis left her in. And these two guys, because they're cops, they get this whole thing isolated and say, oh, you don't go anywhere, don't send anyone near there because blah, 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 she's dangerous or whatever. So they go up there and they're hunting around in ways to shut this place down, turn the lights off even further. Then they kill the guard blocking the door, the police guard. And I'm thinking to myself, why don't they go to all of that trouble? Why don't they just go up to that, look, we're cops, we need to go up to that floor. Okay, cool. Then get rid of that police guard, barge open and shoot her. It is so convolutedly dumb. And it makes my head want to fucking explode. There is no suspense in a movie, unless it's a comedy, there is no suspense in a movie where someone's running away from bad guys when the bad guys are fucking stupid and incompetent. Now, Steve Wake, that's Bruce Willis, he gives fucking Madison his phone number, and of course she's going to go call him, right? No signal. For majority of the movie, she has no signal on this fucking mobile phone. This movie's not set in the past. It's fucking 2019 when this movie was made. In a hospital. I have spent more time this year in a hospital than I fucking want to. And guess what? My phone always goddamn fucking worked. How do I know? Did I keep it in my pocket and not use it? Yeah, because they frown on that shit. But still, when my phone made a ding, I heard a ding, like a message from Facebook or fucking a text message and shit. Oh, it was just, you had to have her phone not work in order for it to fucking, the whole plot to work. Well, then why not set this movie in motherfucking 1970 or something when there's no mobile phones? That's the problem. Like, oh, this is a great idea for a movie. Yeah, but with the technology available today, that doesn't make sense. Madison eventually, like, gets to the service floor, manages to get the SD card off the bad guys. And rather than worry about escaping and shit, she finds a computer and decides to go, what's on this? Oh, it's the cops doing a murder. I'm like, why didn't the cops destroy this? Why are you sitting here worried about that? Your sister's in this place too, you know, and you've got to... this is just plot shit I'm talking about, by the way. I haven't even touched the acting. The acting is, like, fairly serviceable. The bad guys are cops, and they're all idiot fools. And they look like dumb meatheads. So you're just like, how is this 1 hour 26 minutes? These dum-dums, this movie should be fucking 40 minutes. Oh my god, this movie's so shit. Bruce Willis, what the fuck happened to this guy? No emotion. In fact, he is got to be one of the most bored actors out there. His performance is awful. He's supposed to be the star. He's hardly even in it. I mean, Nikki Whelan gets top billing, deservedly so, because she's in the majority of the movie. But Bruce Willis, he's hardly in it. Going around hunting all these corrupt cops and shit. And then when he is in it, he's so wooden. What happened to this man? When did he give up on life? This movie sucked, man. 1. Guess where I found this movie? Netflix. It's not a Netflix exclusive though, but it might as well have been because it was absolute ass garbage. Oh. If I had to find something good about the movie, the best part about it would have been when I gave it the thumbs down on Netflix. doing some cursory research for this movie, you know what I found out? Matt Eskandari and Bruce Willis have done 2 more movies together. They're both out there. They're not sequels, they're not related to this one, but they've done 3 action flicks together now, and I'm going to have to watch them, just to see. I have to. We'll call it the fucking Turd Trilogy. That's what I'm going to call it. Give me a like, dislike, share, and subscribe. And don't watch Trauma Center. You'll fucking need to go to a trauma center. Wow. What a crap movie. At least the previous movie I watched was crap, but highly watchable crap. This is the other kind of crap. Stupid, incompetent, rubbish crap. Let's do the fucking... I know you're not an exclusive Netflix movie, but that's where I found you, so you get to go to the Netflix corner.